Okay, well, I was about 45 years old, and I found myself with 3 teenagers, no job, husband gone, no savings. I had a mortgaged house, and that was it, and a paid-for car. And I scrambled around with, part-time jobs, and I finally got a teaching job, and I got a contract when I was almost 47, when I was 47. And started working and realized I have nothing. If something happens to me, and when I retire, I'm getting older and I've got nothing. And so the schools kept bringing in people to talk to us about how to invest our money and how to prepare for being retired and all this stuff. And every time I went to one of those, I'd ask them questions. One, I couldn't understand what they were saying because they didn't make it clear. And two, I'd ask them questions and, pointing out that I started almost 50 at this career, and I'm, getting older. What do I do? And all they'd look at me and say, "Oh, you do have a unique situation, don't you?" And then they'd turn and talk to somebody else, and nobody ever gave me any answers. And I was getting very frustrated. And so I saw Dan's seminar coming up, and I decided, well, let's try one more time. And I went trotting down to Sierra College, and I listened to him, and it's the first time I ever heard somebody who sounded like he knew what he was talking about. He made it clear. It was just lined out so simply. And then when I asked him questions about me, he had answers. And I made an appointment that night, and I went down, and he set me up, and I started out with not much to save in the beginning because I wasn't, I had a lot of expenses. But here I am now. I retired at 71, and I'm 77 now, and I am sitting pretty. I've got everything. My house is paid for. I got 2 cars paid for. I have not a single bill in the world except what I spend and taxes. And I have never been happier in my life. In fact, I just am surprised at the latest development that I'm going to have even more money than I thought I did.